Good evening, welcome along. Wow, it's been an incredible day in Rugby Union's Six Nations, and the championship is going down to the final weekend. That certainly wasn't Ireland's plan. The Grand Slam champions could have wrapped up the title with a win at Twickenham against England. They thought they had until the last kick of the match. England winning 23 points to 22, and that drags them right back into title contention as well. Our correspondent Joe Wilson joins us from Twickenham. Joe, what an incredible match you had there, and brilliant for the championship.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. One thing that I was pondering just now, Ollie, was what really makes the Six Nations strong, what really makes it work, is when every game is competitive. And we really had that today. In a few minutes' time, we'll show you that we also had it in Rome as well. And what also brings us back to this tournament, perhaps sport in general, is its ability to surprise. And boy, we had that in what? The 81st minute of the game here at Twickenham today. Let's try and take you through what happened in the match, kind of stage by stage. It was a really quick start by England. And in the first half, we saw them using the ball, bringing players into it, ball in hand, strong running lines, far more than we've seen in previous occasions, certainly in the last game against Scotland. And they managed to get that into the corner in just the 4th minute of the match when Ollie Lawrence opened the scoring for England. So that was a really strong start. Ollie Lawrence there finishing that move right in the corner, just got in, squeezed in by the corner flag. And even then, at that early stage, you could feel the energy at Twickenham. Now, what happened for the rest of the first half was that Ireland got themselves back into the game through penalties, and they had a narrow lead at half-time. Second half came out, and Ireland extended that lead with a James Lowe try. So what would happen to that early England energy? Well, they got it back. Let's see you and show you another England try here. Perhaps their best move of the match, in fact. Moving the ball, ball in hand, offloading, finding the space in the corner. George Furbank once again started at full-back for England, and he had his impact with that try there. OK, so what was going to happen then? Could England keep Ireland out? The answer, no. James Lowe, let's show you what he did again. He is so good at finishing these kind of moves in at the corner. He squeezed in to give Ireland the lead again. 2-point lead. England had the ball, but the clock was going red. Who would stay calm? Who had the opportunity to do the decisive thing for England, even when the clock was red? Well, Marcus Smith, who'd come on as a substitute after 65 minutes, back into the England team. He knew exactly what he was going to do. Remember, at this point, he knew that kick would be the last kick. To finish it in that style, that calmness, that coolness to win the match by 1 point. Ollie, I reckon that was as good a finish as this ground has ever seen. And it brought the ground to life, and it, I guess, renewed a sense of belief in the England team. Remember the build-up to this game, Ollie, hadn't we just been talking about Ireland being the outstanding favourites for this match and for the tournament. So it's done wonders for England's morale, for the whole spirit around English rugby. And as you said right at the top, it's revived the whole sense of possibility in this tournament.
We'll stay with us, Joe, for just a moment. We'll stick with this match and hear from a very happy Marcus Smith and then a less pleased Ireland head coach, Andy Farrell.
For the team, I think, obviously we didn't get the result we wanted last time, but I think this team's going to take a lot of pride and a lot of confidence from that performance. We challenged one of the best teams in the world through the 80 minutes. It ebbed and flowed. They got ahead, we got ahead. I think it was a brilliant spectacle for the fans, and I know the boys will be very happy with that one.
We've been very good at winning. Everyone's a good winner, aren't they? We've got to be good at losing as well, you know. We've got to be realists of how to make sure that we review that properly and make sure we come into work on Monday with a smile on our face, because, as you said, there's a championship to win.
Yeah, we really didn't think that England would be in title contention, but it sets things up really nicely, doesn't it, for next weekend, Joe?
Yeah, and if we think ahead to next weekend, of course, we can't overlook the fact that there's a very important match between Wales and France tomorrow, which will alter the table one way or another. But if we think about the table and think about possibilities now, I guess it's still very much in Ireland's hands. Obviously, they can't do this back-to-back Grand Slams that we've been talking about all week in the build-up to Twickenham. But look, if they were to beat Scotland, they can be Six Nations champions again. But if they were to lose, well, then there is an opportunity, as you were saying, for England to potentially be champions, depending on what they can do in France. Now, at the start of the day, we were looking ahead to Scotland's possibilities in the tournament. Their first if was if they could beat Italy in Rome. They would be in such a strong position. They did not manage to do that. And the atmosphere in Italy, the sense of occasion and pride around that game, well, it almost rivaled the finish here at Twickenham. Let's take you through that game, Scotland versus Italy. Here's Hugh Ferris.
For all the noise, for all the improvements around both Italy and Scotland in this year's Six Nations, would either have much to shout about come its conclusion. Victory in Rome would have kept alive Scotland's outside chance of winning the whole tournament, so 2 tries in the opening 12 minutes certainly helped.
Stein, try number 2.
Italy showed their bite to draw with France last time out, then a flick, full of flair, finished by Nacho Brex.
Is it going to end up to Brex? What a try!
Top that. Well, Lewis Liner, son of Australia great Michael, did his best. A try on debut.
Liner, can he finish? Yes!
They'd lost 26 straight Six Nations games in the Italian capital, but soon this afternoon gave them Rome comfort.
Varney scores! Italy lead!
And perhaps fittingly, given their agonising ending last time out, this memorable win was sealed with a kick that put Italy out of reach of an eventual late 4th Scottish try.
It's all over! Italy get their win!
A result to be cherished and relished in Rome. Hugh Ferris, BBC News.
We are really happy. We worked too hard to this, so we are so happy. Maybe we have something special after. We need to prepare for next game, but now we need to celebrate. And I think that we show all the world that we have the passion even in the last few minutes, even if you are tired, but it's not a problem, it's in our blood. So yeah, we show the people that we have the passion.
Credit to them, they were good today. Our part is just like looking at what we can do better, and I'm sure there'll be a lot out there that we can do better. So I think our discipline wasn't great, gave away a lot of penalties. There's a bit of an accuracy piece in there as well. Knock-ons and missed breakdowns, so a lot of stuff in our control, but as I said earlier, credit to Italy.
So there we are, an excellent day for Italy, an excellent day for England, but overall I think a stirring day for the Six Nations. And Ollie, to cap it all, Joe Marler has just complimented me on my coat.
What a strange day it's been, Joe, indeed. Many thanks indeed.